Hello, dear viewer, and welcome to another episode of the Catholic League Forum. I'm Mike McDonald, Director of Communications of the Catholic League, and joining me today is President and CEO of the Catholic League, Bill Donohue. Now, Bill, I want to do something a little bit different with the forum today, because we had another busy week. We had a lot of big topics that we hit on, but our first mission at the Catholic League is to fight anti-Catholicism. And this week there were two distinct attacks on our faith, one from the left, one from the right. So I want to open up with the left. We'll like a book. We'll read left from right.
Right.
Trevor Noah this weekend on April 30th, he's going to be hosting the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and you've been tracking his career for a long time and have had a lot to say about his completely bigoted statements about Catholics. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, the people can look on our website to see exactly what he said, and just insert, instead of Catholic, insert any other name you want: gay, Jewish, Muslim, Protestant. I don't care who you want, Indian, in there, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. The real problem here is not just that Noah is a bigot against Catholics. He makes sweeping condemnations about all the clergy.
Yes.
All right? You can't do that about any other group. You can do what else. The real problem here is the fact that the White House is actually accepting him, and that the journalist involved in the Correspondents Association dinner, that they've invited him. They would never host somebody who was anti-gay, anti-Jewish, anti-Muslim, anti-Indian, anti-Hispanic, anti-transgender. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But it's okay to have an anti-Catholic. So this tells us not only is he a problem, which we've known about, but the problem is with our elites. The ruling class really doesn't care about anti-Catholicism, and in some cases they actually contribute to it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's a pretty good segue, because let's focus on a little bit more from the right-wing attack that we had on the faith this week. So Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene from Georgia, she sat down and gave an interview to Church Militant, in which she says, and this is a direct quote, Satan's controlling the church. Satan's controlling the church. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That is clearly old-school anti-Catholic bigotry, going back to the 1500s with the first wave of the Protestant Reformation.
Yeah, well, we felt obviously necessary to address it, and I want the listeners here to pay attention to what I'm going to say here now, because I had to put out a clarifying statement. Now, we got a lot of kind comments saying that, you have to go after her because she's an anti-Catholic bigot, which she obviously is. She thinks the church is run by Satan. But there are some people who say, well, come on now, Bill. She's a Republican. Make something very clear, people. Get it. We're not Republican here.
Yep.
We're not Democrats. We're quite independent of both parties. Now, people might say, well, you tend to go after the Democrats more than you do the Republicans. Yeah, you bet I do. And I'll tell you why. Because of the militant secularists who tend to be Democrats, who are a real problem in our culture. She's not a militant secularist. She's an evangelical, but she's also involved in a very extreme strain of the evangelical community, and she is an ex-Catholic. She's an angry ex-Catholic. You put those two together, and you got a serious problem here. And we're not going to cut her a break just because she has a nice voting record.
Right. I'm a Catholic first before I'm a conservative.
Sure.
And that's, I think, something that people do need to keep in mind here, that any sort of anti-Catholic bigotry, the Catholic League has a moral obligation to our members, to our faith, to go after.
If we gave her a pass just because she has a pro-life voting record, not only do we compromise our mission, which is to fight anti-Catholicism, we become enablers of anti-Catholicism.
Yes.
Because we say, oh, as long as you're good on the life issue.
Right.
No. The Republicans have a problem with this loose cannon on their hands. They need to fix her. It's not our job to fix her. It's their job. And we'll go after Republicans and Democrats. Look, we're independent of the church, but yet we are an official Catholic organization. There's something called the Official Catholic Directory. There are renegade, phony Catholic organizations out there.
Yeah.
I think you know who I'm talking about. All right? There's quite a few of them out there, and they're not in the Official Catholic Directory. We are. We don't tell the bishops what to do, and they don't tell us what to do. We don't want to tell the bishops what to do, and we don't have the authority nor the will to do so. But we know there's a problem, Mike, here with a lot of ex-Catholics.
Yep.
Militant secularists within the Jewish community. They're very much like the Catholics in this regard. The ex-Catholics are the secularists.
Yeah.
Observant Jews are not a problem, Practicing Catholics are not a problem. When you get into the Muslims and the Protestants, you get into a theological strain here. There are extremists in the evangelical community and amongst Muslims who hate Catholics. Now, we're not going to give anybody a break just because you say I belong to one group or another. I don't care about that.
No, and nor should we.
No.
Like you said, we would be enablers at that point. And what's our point of existence if not to fight anti-Catholicism?
Right.
That's...
And people can criticize, you know.
Right.
I want to make it very clear. If the Catholic Church has a public policy position on school choice or abortion, and people criticize the Catholic Church, you'll never see the Catholic League criticize those people, ever. Right. We only get involved when you hit below the belt. Admittedly, it's a judgment call. Somebody like a Trevor Noah, people who make sweeping condemnations, they get into invective, obscenities, and the like. That's Jon Stewart type people. Yes, we will come down your throat on that.
Yeah.
And we don't like people getting involved in telling us about our internal doctrinal prerogatives. We don't tell people about the dietary rules amongst Muslims and Jews and whatnot. That's none of our business. No. So if you see up on our website, I've tried to clarify this. We are principled at the Catholic League, and we're not going to be wagged by the Republicans or the Democrats. Someone's going to pull our tail and tell us to do their bidding for them. No, we're here to fight anti-Catholicism and to promote religious liberty and to deal with the contours of our culture. That's what we're here to do.
Yes, absolutely. So, dear viewer, we're going to probably leave it here. I think you've heard enough about where we stand on this. It's right, though, that is our mission, Bill, and I don't think we can say that enough, that we have to fight anti-Catholicism. But, dear viewer, if you're interested in this or any of the other topics that we just didn't have time to fit into this episode, because we had a lot going on this week as well, do check out our website, catholicleague.org. We'll have a link in the description below. And also, if you could give this video a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.